Zsa Zsa arrived not looking a day of her estimated 60 years. Age is something she's not prepared to divulge. She says she doesn't like to think she's more than 29 years old. The 7 times married actress says she gets a little peeved when publicity centres around her husbands and not her work.
We all have ex-husbands in Hollywood. Many women have more than I have, but they're maybe not so famous in mine, so people don't talk about it. I talk about anything you ask me.
Miss Gabor, what are your views on marriage now?
Oh, I think the most wonderful thing is to live in sin. Then you can just walk away without any heartbreak is always, when you break up, there's always a big heartbreak, let's face it. But at least you don't have to give half of your money for the lawyers.
Then why have you married 7 times?
Because I'm so dumb.
Zsa Zsa, you're probably known best for your marriages rather than your movies.
I think I'm more better known for my movies and my television, about 2,000 or 3,000 television specials and stage. But the marriages, of course, also. Well, I always married very famous people, I suppose. Oh, they married me.
Well, what I want to know is whether that miffed you somewhat to think that the exposure was more in your glamour and your marriages rather than your work.
Well, it doesn't make me very happy because I work very hard. As a matter of fact, years ago once, never forget, I was just rehearsing a play in Washington, D.C. And a friend of mine called me up and said, Zsa Zsa, the New York Times just came out calling you about the most famous courtesan since Madame Pompadour. I said, how could they say that about me? I'm working like a dog here on the stage rehearsing. They love to write things like that about me.
Well, how do you describe yourself? How do you see yourself?
I see myself as a hard-working woman. I not see myself, I know myself as a hard-working woman.
You don't see yourself as a glamorous lady?
Well, I hope I'm glamorous. It goes with, you know, when you're an actress and a television star and stage star, you have to be glamorous.
Getting back to marriage, how do you see marriage in today's society?
I think it's getting less and less. I really do. Even though everybody's getting married, but there's so many divorces now. I think really it's much wiser to live together with a man in sin, as I said before, at least 2 or 3 years, and then if it really works out, then get married.
You didn't think along those lines for the previous marriages you've had?
Because I was raised that you have to get married in order to live with a man. But now it's completely changed. I think in the last 4 or 5 years, people don't do that any longer. People have children without marriage, which I think is a big mistake, though. I think you should be married to have a child. It's better for the child later on. But otherwise, I don't see any reason you have to be married and have to be with that man if you don't want to be with him or that woman.
I suppose you haven't had much time, but have you heard much about the Australian men?
No, I only know one, Rod Taylor, who I think is absolutely adorable and sweet. I really don't know anything about Australian men, but they have a very good reputation. They say they are very, very handsome and savages, what I love.
That's probably closer.
It is. Well, that's what we like, don't we?